Hey, what's up? Scott Balkin here with the B&H Creation Films, and it's Friday, May 13th, 2022. And that means it's live stream time. Whew, boy, that was a lot of scramble at the last minute to get ready because I was ill prepared. That's right, ill prepared for this live stream. That's been my week all week. That's for sure. Ill prepared. But, I'm here. I am live. I have three cameras. Count Chocula. Lewis, hello. How are you? So it's a good day. It's definitely. I mean, it's a good day. It's a different day. It's different than the last time, but it's a good day. Still got lots of stuff. I'm in pure chaos. I apologize. There's stuff everywhere on my workbench here. A good quality YouTube host for live streams would keep their area neat. You get me and this mess of stuff and things, and yeah, it's but you also get me. Hi, how are you? So yeah, it feels a little bright for some reason. It's probably okay. Yeah, it's a little more moody though. Yeah, so when I want to feel moody, I just go here, and when I'm go right there. I got the doggo cam hooked up finally, but literally I went through like 4 of those micro HDMI adapters. You all know them. You hate them, and sorry. I'm just gonna. I don't like messy, but I was laser focused on what I was doing for the last, every waking moment that I have that I'm not doing something else. I've been doing working on astrophotography stuffs, which has been both extremely cool and extremely frustrating. It has been a challenge, so to speak. I'm sorry, I'm just going to hook up one more thing just so I can show you what it means. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll pull that up. And then, yeah, there's a photo somewhere here. No, there we go. So hopefully, so I captured that. Somebody's gonna text me, you watch, while I'm doing this, but captured this. This was the moon with my new telescope, and that was with a small little camera. One of the Sonys. I'm still working on the Sonys. The Sonys are pain in the rear to get going. They don't share the standards in the world of drivers, so they do their own thing, and I guess people are having a hard time adapting to them. So, yeah, that's why I've been doing it. Hello, Kevin. How are you? I did get your email, Kevin. I need to respond to you. I apologize. Super busy. I am interested, but go ahead and do what you're going to do. I need to carve out time to literally make that happen properly, because I don't want to waste any time for anyone or anything. And why is that done? Yeah, this thing right here. This has been my time waster for the last several days. Yes, that's a Raspberry Pi, but it's running a software installation called Astroberry that basically you take all of it, you plug all of your cameras and your telescopes and everything into it out there. It connects to your Wi-Fi, and then you just VNC over to it, and then you can do everything remotely from the comfort of your own air-conditioned home, which I do love air conditioning. So yeah, that's been it. All right, so let's see. Who says, what's new with you? How's the Queen? The Queen is wonderful. I guarantee she's feeling like she wants to be home already, but she doesn't get off from work for another hour and a half. So she's doing her thing. She queens and vacuums. Let's see here. Reach. Happy pepperoni pizza, pineapple pizza. What? What? Is it pepperoni, pineapple pizza? I don't think pizza. Pepperoni and pineapple? I don't think I've ever had that. I mean, I'm a traditionalist, which means I eat my pepperoni, but then I also like pizza, so I eat pineapple. It's usually that pineapple and Canadian bacon. Ooh, ooh. I made me a adult version of this. That's good. That's good. That has my orange carbonated the Neo squirt stuff, but then I did 1.5 ounces of Aviator gin and then 3/4 of an ounce of Cointreau. It's pretty good. It's very summery. And then I officially cannot mention anything about that anymore. YouTube has gone like scorched earth on well, that looks really bad. So sorry, but I mean I can't even say what this is. I'm going to just show it in passing because I mean many of you know me, you know what this is. Yeah, cannot talk about that anymore in any way, form, or fashion on YouTube, or you are not just demonetized, you're gone. Found that to be rather interesting, and that was something that happened this week to a lot of my friends in the industry of this. Yeah, kind of sad. And I mean, it's their platform; they can do what they want. But yeah, the adult show that I've been talking about, the finer things, that will be on a different platform. Ooh, what's up with the top-down shot? That's just explainer when people have questions for things that I have. It's so you can see me type my password in when I'll have to rename that. I literally sat down with 2 seconds to spare. I had to go to the restroom real quick. I've been working on this. I had to get my drink made. I kind of just did this number on my desk a little bit here to try to create some room. But yeah. So let's see what we got. We're going to do, Scott, I know you've answered this before, but frame rates. Yeah, what do you want to know about frame rates? Do you shoot 4K 24, 4K 30, or 4K 60? I started trying out 4K 30 for YouTube videos. It's nice. I personally do not like 4K 30, and I definitely don't like 4K 60. I like 24. And the main reason I like 24 is 30 feels closer to real life. 60 feels a lot closer than real life. And I am of the opinion that we have, and it's probably just because I'm used to it, but we have adapted 24 frames per second in the cinema world because it best, I don't know, this is my opinion, it best helps you escape what you believe so that you can be a part of the story. No, thanks, I'm live, thanks, that's really appreciated. So I like 24 in the hopes that even me on here is helping you escape reality just a little bit. And so, yeah, I don't like, but it's personal preference. There's the soap opera effect, people call it. I don't care for the soap opera effect of 30, but I mean, a lot of people do, and it's totally fine. I don't not watch people's videos. I definitely try not to. It would be cool if YouTube offered like 4K 24 off of 4K 60. I would watch that over 4K 60. How'd you get the moonshot? I've been struggling with getting it. The moon is bright. The moon is very bright. You need ND. But the best way to get moon is video. That's what you do with planets and such. The Jupiter shot that I don't know where it is. The Jupiter and Saturn that I got with the Kimoto on really long telephoto lenses was done with video. It's not you're not trying to strobe. If you were, you would just strobe at like a thousandth of a second, or your shutter speed, so that you could capture it. So you do that, or you use sunglasses on your moon. But the moon moves so fast, and you want to be so close to it. Actually, running the high shutter speed with high shutter speed and no ND would net you a better footage and just really long telephoto. And honestly, I mean, you got to cheat that. So the reason that one came out, if so that image is only let me bring it up for reference. This image is only basically a 2K image. It's 1920 by 1080. If I had shot that with one of the Sonys or the Reds, the moon would have been the same resolution. In other words, the across the moon would have the same number of pixels, and you would just have larger amounts of black around it because of the depth of, or not the depth of field, but the field of view of a wider sensor. So getting that close was using really nice optics and a very tiny sensor, a little bit larger than the sensor in an iPhone, but that's what captured that like that. I edit. Hello, happy Friday, great lunar shot, Scott. Thank you. Kevin says no problem. Appreciate you being flexible there, Kevin. Yeah, the lunar shots, but you need a lot of practice. Yeah, I mean I took like 10 shots that night before I had to go to bed. I'm not really good lately on staying up late, which is probably one of the best things ever for me, but it really, really eats into your astrophotography time, which is why I kind of want to get all this computerized set up so I can set my shots up and then let it run overnight and then go back and process everything. But that was a single frame. That is not processed in any way. Plus, last time I was out shooting the moon, it was just too cold. The moon likes to show up in my area around 1-3. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it should show up cyclical because the moon is on a 28-day orbit. It should show up cyclical. 28 and a quarter. Isn't it? 28 and a quarter? I think that's right. Brandon. Hello, Brandon. I'm considering upgrading my GPU from a 980 Ti to something like a 3070. Not sure what your take is, but what your system look like. Depends on which system you're referring to. I have several. I can tell you from a 980 jumping to a 3070, you're going to see a massive improvement. My most powerful GPU is the 3080, and I have that on a 12700K Intel processor. That's the latest gen, very good processor, actually, very, very close to Apple. And that is a powerhouse of a machine. My former main editing workstation is a 1080 Ti. I did not notice, I would say from the 3080, from the 1080, it's about twice as powerful in real world. From a 980 to a 30, yeah, you're gonna notice some difference because there was a big difference between the 1080 and the 980. But my main workstation that I use now is actually my MacBook Pro. But if you can find a 3070, there's a 3070 with more VRAM. I don't remember which one that is. Get that one because I think the 3070 only has 6 gig. Is that right? I think there's one with 12. I don't know. Look that up. Get more VRAM if you can. Hey Bill, how are you? Oh, you're under as Bill today. Nice. Not conscious creative. Y'all need to go check out Bill's channel. He's about to release a video. He was playing with some bang bangs with his Z9. He wanted to see if he could capture bullets coming out of the barrel. He's got some great examples. It was pretty cool. I'll give him that because I expressed doubt to him, and he's like, "Ooh, Scott, I don't think so." And I'm like, "I don't know, Bill." And then he shows me a picture. I'm like, "Okay, fine. You're better at it than I am." Lewis says, I can notice when MKBHD shoots in 4K 30 because I can see every detail. It's obvious when I'm looking for it. Sometimes it goes over my head. It's more or less the smoothness that you're probably noticing. The detail, he shoots in 8K, and I don't know if he's uploading in 8K, but he's uploading in 4K at least. But, I mean, there's just about 18% more frames. I guess, is that the math? 17% more frames, then you're getting more capture. Because I mean, our eyeballs and our brains work very much. This is a cool thing to go down a rabbit hole if you're ever interested, and it's kind of cool. So like old televisions and even some of the newer televisions, the way that they worked was they would shine electron beam on phosphorus, and the phosphorus would glow. And you pull it away, the glow would slowly die away, which is why when you turned off an old TV, it would go and turn down to a little dot, and then the dot would just kind of slowly fade away. Our eyes work very similar. Also, our eyes work like JPEG motion JPEG compression. More like H.265 compression, really. And that if you will stare at something for a really long time, you'll start to develop tunnel vision. And I believe, I don't 100% know, but in my view, and maybe it's the Matrix talking, you have lost your refresh of this data going into your eyes. And so it just starts to cloud it out because it hasn't refreshed, because you're so focused straight ahead, you haven't done it. Because when you're looking around, you're actually filling in data and keeping it in your eyes. And so all of that, fun test to try sometime, is to go back to answer Lewis's statement. With the 4K 30, there's more details hitting your eyes, keeping your eyeballs refreshed more, which, that was the air conditioner, or the ice machine. And that's why you feel like you see more details, because you're filling in details. Will you be filming the partial eclipse? I'm going to certainly try. Let me see what the weather's going to be like, because my luck, it'll be cloudy. Let's see. Sunday. Nope. Going to be clear and hot as hell. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely try that. I mean, I should be able to get that nicely, actually. I'll probably set up 3 or 4 things to shoot that. The moon is literally too fast. You could sit on it, sit out until it appears and it's traveling. Yeah, I mean, it's actually the Earth rotating. Ruben, hey, good to see you streaming this week. Any upcoming projects? Yeah, I am very heavy into planning and optimizing this long trip, this 5-6 week journey again, through all of North and West U.S. Nature and pretty stuff. Really heavy into doing that, and that is what's foremost on my mind behind big jobs that well, not big jobs, but jobs that I have. Hello, Ida. Hello, Lewis. Hello there. Fixing the YouTube stuff, rebranding. Oh, nice, Bill. Brandon Marsh says, adios, 650. Thanks, Scott Balker. I do 75% of my work on the M1X, which I love, but I need to at least have something okay for my home desktop needs. Yep. I like the 3070 is nice. If you can find a 3080 I believe, well, I mean, I think it's going to last you a little bit longer, and I don't think it's that much more, but I haven't seen the scalper prices lately. If you're not doing any kind of crypto, just find an LHR because those definitely don't get scalped as much. And the LHR are the low hash rates where they basically cripple the GPUs so that you can't mine with them as profitable. Blah, 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 blah. Profitably. Indubitably. Ruben says, yeah, I'm looking into getting a 3D workstation Threadripper. I don't know which GPUs yet. Yeah, Threadripper is pretty nice. The nice thing about the AMD stuff is all the lanes you can get on some of their higher end cores. So you can get a lot of information into those processors. Lo says, oh, you see, Scott, I'm lazy. So every cycle when the moon is out, I appears in my backyard. It's 1 to 3 a.m. from my window. Get up. Go out there. You can overcome laziness for 5 minutes. The brain vision works at a maximum of 60. Yeah, I've heard 30, and I've also heard 120. I don't know if it's 120. I definitely feel like 60 is about right. But yeah. Ooh, that's what I'm seeing. The smoothness. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The difference. Yep. I assume you sound like that when you talk. I don't know. I just use that voice for you. She told me that my brain doesn't have ProMotion. Yeah, thank God. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. I was sitting there trying to process. Does it really? Does it? No, it doesn't. No, it's more like a really highly compressed H.265 is what I would call it. Hello, Luca. How are you? I love your thumbnail because I always want to go, hey, Lucas, or Luca, not Luca. I just combined Lewis and Luca. Do you ever have the same day edit situation? How much time do you take between shooting versus sitting down and actually edit? Do you edit right away when fresh? It depends on the project. I have done same day edits, and it's not fun. I will be doing a bunch of that later on this year for several weeks. Would be a metric ton of same day edits, basically high pressure all day long, and then you sleep a little bit, and you get back up and you do it again. I'll be doing that as an editing job. It just depends on the project. I find on my nature trips, unless I'm specifically shooting something for a video, like if I'm trying to produce how to use a Kessler Second Shooter Pro or something like that, I find that I tend to stack those up and look at them later, much later. In fact, I literally Monday was processing a bunch of time lapse that I did over a year ago. March of 2021. Just kind of running through the process of that and cataloging. I mean, it just depends on the job. Same day edits to me don't exactly give the best results because you're very locked into what you saw. If you shoot and you edit, I mean, it helps if you're trying to tell a story. Like a vlog, I think is really good for same day edits because you know your whole story of all day long and it's really fresh in your head. But if you're trying to tell a story visually, I'm not sure that same day edits, if you're doing them yourself, are the best creatively. But if someone else is doing it, yeah, you definitely want to see that right away. No pressure, no diamonds, right? Well, this is true. Wow, you can sit on footage easily if there's no delay. Yeah, you certainly can. It's very easy to do. I mean, I have footage, and funny because I found a time lapse from 2016 that I had never processed, and I was like, oh, all right. I guess it didn't make the cut at the time, but it wasn't that bad. Maybe I was pretty immature with my processing, which is entirely possible. So yeah, I can definitely sit on footage. I mean, if you watched my water story of time short film, and then I think it was California Part One, and then Water Story of Time was Part Two. Um, it's uh, it's I love water. I love flowing water, falling water, moving water, stagnant water. Water's just kind of cool because it's random, even though it seems always the same. Um, so that's something that I tend to shoot a lot of when I have the opportunity. Um, is that not on autofocus? Let me fix that. That is that is uh, that is a rookie mistake there. No, I switched it on auto. I'm just blind. Maybe so. Um, so yeah, I just shoot the water for use later on, and I kind of hope to tell a long documentary style story on water, where it comes from, where it goes, that kind of stuff. It's kind of a long passion of mine. Um, so yeah, that stuff I can sit on for a long time. What excites you lately, and what are you obsessed over right now? It's astrophotography. Just I've got those. I mean, all visuals just really just get me excited. But I mean, I've got astrophotography parts like everywhere, all over here. I got dovetails, and then I got this box of stuff like over here, and this. I got dew heaters. I got Barlow lenses. Got cameras. This is one of those cameras that you use to capture the moon there. Um, Filters and yeah. So yeah, this is what's exciting me right now. This is got my hyper attention focused. I'm gonna stick this in here. I'm gonna stick this in here, and I'm gonna get that off my desk. Hey, I cleaned my desk. Isn't that nice? It looks like vertical video is taking over. No, it's not. The Mini 3, they're really pushing the true vertical. It was actually very easy for them to do vertical with the Mini 3. I'm kind of surprised it took them that long to do that, because I mean, you're just turning the gimbal. Is all you're doing. Um, I mean, they're embracing the hope. It doesn't cost them anything to embrace it, because I mean, they're literally just turning the gimbal and writing a little bit more software, and no big deal. I don't think it's going to stick. I think it's going to crash hard. I think I think, and we talked about this last week. I think it's kind of a sheer desperation. If you look at, say, Facebook and how they're doing everything, everything they're doing is reactionary. So and so has it, so we must have it. That's kind of what they're doing. And I mean, vertical video. I mean, Instagram. I mean, dude, stay in your lane. Go into this 9x16, and you got Peter McKinnon. He's like, oh, I shoot all the time in 9x16. Dude, you're a social media guy. I get it. I mean, he's a great photographer, but he makes his money from social media. It's where 90, probably 80% of his money comes from, I'm guessing. I mean, nice guy. I definitely want to meet him. But he embraces social media. So yeah, he shoots everything 9x16 now because it gets the most traction. I don't care about your fad. FAD, for the people out there who have peanut butter in their ears. I don't chase fads. I do what's right in my mind, and that's me. Yeah, and you should do what's right. Very happy with my Kimoto. What's your favorite lens combo for it? Indies, I've been playing with the 17 to 55, Sigma 18 to 35, Canon 24 to 105. Have you tried the Leica M lens? I've not tried the Leica M. My favorite indies are the drop-in breakthroughs because they're so convenient, and I shoot EF mostly anyway. Favorite lens on it? I would go to say that it's probably the Sigma 18 to 35 and the Sigma 50 to 100. The stills version. If you're doing cinema, I would definitely be happier in the Tokina. The Tokina 25 to 75, yeah, that's a king right there. But it's heavy, and what I love about Kimoto is lightweight. I do like the lightweight. I don't even have any idea what this is. Got it in my monthly club. 24 to 105, I don't love. I also don't love the Canon 24 to 70. I find them both boring. I like the 24 to 105 in that it has a macro, but I don't like the 24 to 105 because it is also a f4. So I like the 2.8, but I find the 24 to 70 Canon boring. And I mean that's that one right there. That's about the best you can get for bokeh. I mean that's at T35, but I mean I don't consider it very sharp. Probably on the focus too. There, just a little bit right there. I'm supposed to be leaning back when I do this. So yeah, that. Let's see here. Any chance to get a grid on the camera display? I managed to have one. Isn't there one? No, maybe that's use the Red Control app. I think there's a grid on that one. Or is it Red Control Pro that has it? It might be Red Control Pro. I don't know. Why do I feel like there is one though? No, there isn't one, is there? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could collectively ask Jared if they could add one. That doesn't feel like it would require too much work on firmware. It's just a question of how many people want it and where they could put it in the firmware world in order. Has gear ever gotten in the way of you getting the shot, or that gear is required for the? Oh yeah, gear gets in the way all the time. In fact, I mean, can you imagine the cool stuff you could get if you didn't have to carry a camera? It was like you just take your hand and go, and you get the shot. You just kind of got it like that. Yeah, gear gets in the way all the time. That is, I mean, that's why I love shooting with Kimoto over, say, Dragon when I'm like out and about and running around, because it gets in the way less because you can build it really small. I mean, to get a lot of shots, you're usually using a lot of gear, and it definitely can interfere. Yeah, it definitely gets in the way. Random thought. Sometimes I wish I could just give people who are getting started a Canon HV20, depth of field adapter, HDV tape, and a firewire cable that has them realize how difficult things used to be. Oh, Brandon. You're going to make me get this out. I'm pretty sure that is what this is. Let me see. Is it? Oh, it's not. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was. I had the HV10, which was the little vertical job. Oh, I'm still on I'm still on that one. Oh, hi. How are you? Hi. Uh, I have the HV30 with a Chinese wide-angle lens on there. This is, I mean, this got a lot of use, a lot of use. Um, that cracked me up when you said that though, because it's true. I literally keep that around, and it may not work now ever again. I keep it around just so I can offload and rip the 300 plus mini DV tapes that I have. Can you imagine having to sit through in real time again as you rip everything out? It says, yeah, I think you're right. Ebbs and flows. Mavic 1 Pro had vertical video, but it was called portrait. Yeah, but that was a crop that they did. And then Luca says, can Kimoto record externally to an Atomos? Yes, that is literally what it was designed to do, Luca. It is a crash cam. That's the reason they put 12G SDI on the back, was so that you could send out wirelessly to an external recorder the 4K image out of it. Now, it wouldn't be raw, but you would get that quality image sent wirelessly. So if it went boom in a whole big fire of mayhem, then you have that backup. But yes, absolutely can send that externally. But it cannot do R3D externally. It has to do, it just sends out 4K up to 60 frames a second. Actually, it sends out 4K 60, whether it's shooting 60 or not, or 20 yeah. So 60 is so it could do the 39 that it does, but it doesn't actually send out 60. I agree. I don't think I've ever shot a landscape photo and thought, let me show. Yeah, I mean, there are times when portrait makes sense. If something's tall, if you're trying to convey vertical size, but yeah, I mean, most of the time, I'm going horizontal with it. I only shoot vertical for BTS. Interesting. That's how you're able to not be at mercy of the platforms by doing what you want and not ready to. Oh, that's true. I want to get 360 camera for BTS. That's my goal. I'm just wondering. I'm wondering, because, I mean, 360 cameras have been around for a long time now, and I'm wondering if they're not on set because they don't want you to see everything that's happening. I know they're very, like BTS photographers, they're like, you may shoot here, here, and here, and only between this time and this time, but you may not point this way. I'm kind of wondering if that's why 360 doesn't really get a thing. I don't know. Someone on bigger sets can tell me that. Beyond Nick. Hello, Beyond Nick. It's good to see you too. The angels get me. Just wrapped on a manic week of shooting a commercial. Love it. Mayonnaise? You shooting mayonnaise or mustard? Yes, I love the idea of building small rig. That's why Kimoto is on my mind lately. Kimoto is a very, very cool. If you got good vision, you can build it so small. If you're old and have poo-poo vision like me, you need a bigger monitor and a bright monitor at that. Then it gets a little bigger, but it's still a very small camera for shooting raw. Congrats. Red Control has stream overlay, but Kimoto screen, no grid. Yeah. Where my Kimoto? I'm pretty sure you're right. I don't remember seeing guides on there. Tools overlay, guide. No, not a grid. It just has the guide, the framing guides, I think is all it has. And yeah, fine. Let's just look. Now my brain is wondering where I saw it or where I'm confusing it from, and I'm probably confusing it with something else. And oh, there we go. It's like, it'd be great if I had a battery. All right, everybody remember. Take that off right there. Affect your power first. So first we connect the power to this. We have this, we have this. Now you can connect your Kimoto. Now you can turn it all on. Ta-da! Watch my battery be dead. Me, my luck. What monitor do you have and how many nits is it? 1K. Oh, which monitor? I have a slew of monitors. Which one are you referring to specifically? That was that question. Okay, so yes, we're not going to see anything on the screen because I have. Okay, so we don't have. Oh, we don't even have guides, do we? LCD. Yeah, we do. We have guides, SDI guides, LCD guides. So then we go to guides. Man, I can't see. And we're going to go to monitoring tools. No, monitoring LCD guides on and off. Okay. Magnify tools. So there we go, guides. So we have frame guide, center guide. So we have a cross, small dot, medium dot. Gotcha. Okay. And this is all leading up to you being exactly right, Luke. Full absolute user. So if you're savvy, can you turn on both on though? Yes, you can. So if you're savvy, Luca, what you can do, and we're going to affect the power first, we're going to disconnect the SDI, and we're going to do this. Okay, you can do it. Use, you get two overlays and guides. Let me see if I can just do this way. That's really tight. Good job, Scott. No one's going to break that off. Let's see if I can zoom in. There we go. Right there. And, oops, wrong one. That is out of focus. Can we have some focus, please? Hey guys, focus, please. But we're overexposed, aren't we? Right, go down. Okay, so go to guides, go to frame guide number 1, turn it on, change it from mode to user. Now you can change your X and your Y offset and your scale to basically build a vertical frame guide and a horizontal frame guide. And if you do it just right, if you do the math on the sensor and the percentages, then you'll get rule of thirds on there. Hopefully that helps. And you can turn them both on at the same time. Come on, shut down. Give that a shot and see what you think. Because I've done that. I've done that on a commercial shoot. We did. We had to frame it for 16:9 and vertical video. And so we set up frame guides for a 95% for 16:9 and then a 95% 9:16 in the middle. And then we had them on top of each other. And it worked. We were able to do that. Here we go. If you use one of the small HD monitors, it's fairly easy to add one to the display. This is true. The monitor that you can see, since you got bad, I got you. Yeah, so I have both the port keys, little 5-inch that I have to run at full brightness, and full brightness on this is just a little over 2,000 nits, and I can see that. The OC that's 7-inch monitor, and that one goes to 3,000 nits. And I only need to run that at about 4 or 5 on brightness. So somewhere around half the brightness, so about 1,500 nits. But I mean, again, quick little science for you for the human anatomy. Eyeballs, uh, when you basically close down your aperture and you get that same thing like you do at shooting like F-16, everything's in focus. It's what happens to your eyeballs. So you're forcing your eyeballs to be able to see up close better because their aperture is restricted, and that's how you cheat. Uh, Now, of course, because your aperture shuts down your eyeballs and you can't forcibly do it, it's reactionary. You have to make it shut down, which means you have to give it so much light that your iris is shut down. There you go. Here's your fun little tidbit for today. I'm blind as a bat, buddy. I am blind as a bat. I can see fairly close. It's just lately, I think, it's not stress. I don't think it's stress because I'm not really that stressed. In the evenings, my eyes, what's happening is, because I wear multifocals, so I can see up close and close, up close and far. I just have to kind of think about it. And I think my brain in the evening gets tired. And so like if I'm watching like the big screen and then I come back to my iPad to see something, it takes me like 5 minutes to get my eyes to adjust back here. It's weird. This is good. If you're a legal adult, try that. That's a delicious mix. Luca says, genius. Well, thank you, Luca. Yes. Love it. Ooh, I'm loving that 5-inch. Does it get really hot? Not really. I mean, for most normal people who are not like afraid. Look, this is why I don't like. Yeah. I just got 20 years older. No, I don't like that at all. So that's why I'm fighting it so much. I mean, normal people, 5-inch display. I mean, it's plenty. I mean, and I shoot on the red, the 7-inch, and I don't have any problem seeing it. It's 400 nits, but it's a 7-inch, so I don't really need it to be that bright. Now, where the OC really comes in handy is outside, because outside the regular red Cinema 7-inch display, Cinema 7-inch Pro display, Touch Pro display, does not have a lot of output, especially outside. So you're like going, I can't see anything on there. Hey, Brandon, met Philip Grossman down at NAB. He says, what up? Yep, the Grossman. He was showing off his lens mount for B4 lenses. Yeah, he's a good dude. If you saw him on the live stream, yeah, we talked about it. Yeah, he's a fun dude. I need I mean, I'll be in Atlanta in the fall. I'm sure we'll meet up for drinks at some point. Is anybody going to Cinegear? I'm on the fence on it. I'm trying to make it happen. I mean, I can make it happen. The question is, do I want to make it happen, kind of thing. I'm on the fence because last year it was fun, but it was really intimate and fast. That was it. This year, I think it's bigger, so I don't know. So you're saying in 3rd grade, when I was squinting to stop down so I could see the chalkboard. So cool. Yeah. Well, the reason you were squinting, well, yes. I mean, you're literally constricting your eyes to allow less light in, which is focusing. But also, your eyelids have a pressure that applies to your eyeballs, which is why in 3rd grade, when you were doing this to see, you're literally just pressing your eyelids against your eyeballs, which flatten it out, which changes the shape of your lens. Yeah, I did that. Mine didn't happen until I was in 10th grade, I think it was. Yeah, I was not happy. Not happy. Would you ever get laser? No, I can't do it. I've had the opportunity to get laser surgery many times. The reason I did not get it every other time was because it has a tendency to destroy your night vision, which, as someone who has loved astronomy for bazillions of years, that was an astronomy joke. I did not want to destroy my night vision. Now they have pretty much gotten rid of the night vision problem, but now I can't get it. I mean, I could fix the far, but I would still need to wear something up close, because I am nearsighted. So if I take my contacts out, man, I could read my iPhone like right here. It's really bad. So if they laser surgery'd me for the far correction, then I would still have to have up close, because without, like if I just correct for far, it is, it's about right here where I can read. It's pretty far, about that far out. And I'm already at max correction here, and then I still have to do this at time to time. I mean, eventually I'm not going to care, and I'll just be like, yeah, call me an old timer one more time, see what happens. I'll take my 4-volt scooter and run your foot over. You know, you got to embrace the age. Lucas says, I own a small HD 7-inch ultra bright, but I'm thinking of to use my iPhone 13 Pro and keep it simple and have grid on that now. I mean, if you can find one of the newer iPad minis, that would be slick, because they're really bright. They go up to like 500 or 600 nits, I think. They're also 7-inch, but they're that thin. And then you get all the awesomeness of the Red Control Pro. Scott, you need to start training the muscles in your eyes using a Brock string. It's the muscles that control the eye. Yeah, you gotta tell me about that. I've often wondered, like I've seen those ads used to be in magazines, and now they're mostly online, but it's like, doctors are mystified when Joe got his vision back by this one quick trick, kind of thing. I always wondered what that was, and maybe I just need to. Yeah, maybe. I need to learn about that. Have you tested Kimoto link adapter? I don't have the Kimoto link adapter, but many do, and it does work. Plugs right on in. Yeah, he is. What'd you think of NAB? That was your first NAB, wasn't it, Brandon? Did you? I mean, it was much smaller. I heard 30,000 people compared to 115. I think was the 100 to 115 in the last one. Was it fun? Who all did you meet? I know a bunch of people that were there. It was funny. It's like a lot of people got COVID from there, but it was the easy COVID, so it was no big deal. Talking his sketchy location work he does, and introduced him to some people to help with that. Oh yeah, he does a lot of work with fixers. Did we open that? Go nah. Oh, there's a window for. Well, there. It's that you if you correct too much for one, you can't correct for the other. So like, as my vision got worse and worse far away, they have to go stronger and stronger and stronger. This is probably here's my eyeball. See it? It's pretty. So you have this range. So if you correct to see out here, your close-up vision falls away. This is only with correction. So if your eyeballs are good, then you can see this distance, no problem at all. But if you have limited vision here, then as this gets corrected stronger and stronger and stronger, it pulls away your close-up vision. So there's a window that moves on the laser surgery, or any correction for that, right? Nearsighted, health is a true wealth. Yeah, it is. Brenda says, interview was pretty cool. Thanks for the code. Yep, met a lot of cool people. Met some people from Red. Which ones? No COVID. Caleb Pike. Yeah, I have not met Caleb yet. I have been trying to meet Caleb for years. We've never crossed paths. And Josh, I definitely want to meet. He was there. I definitely saw a bunch of stuff from him, and I definitely want to meet him one day. I I inadvertently made him very, very angry when he announced his orbit thing because I duplicated the shot, and it was he thought it was just a thing. He thought that another manufacturer was doing it to compete, and it wasn't. I was just using another manufacturer's parts to replicate the shot that he was doing. And so he was really concerned at first because he has patents, but his patents don't actually apply to the revolving. It applies to how he mounts his light and that kind of stuff. I mean, it's a cool system. I got nothing against him, but I inadvertently made him angry, and we sorted it out. But I definitely want to meet him so he knows I'm not that guy. Yeah, I'm not the guy that intends to make you angry. But I like Josh. I think Josh is really talented. He's got that brain that cracks up. And I mean, in some ways, I would love for my YouTube channel videos to be similar to him, but I rarely get to dedicate enough time. I mean, like right now, I am really like self-loathing because I haven't put out a video, and believe me, it's really grating on me that I haven't done it. And there's a multitude of reasons why, but it feels more like the longer and longer I go, the better the video has to be. And I mean, it's a thing, it's a thing. And videos are coming. I just, yeah, you understand. Let's see. They were very genuine, and Cable and I exchanged numbers. Nice. He's going down the monster rabbit hole. He's going down the monster rabbit hole. Interesting. I feel you 100%. Have you considered hiring an editor? Yeah, no. I mean, I don't generate enough recurring revenue. My revenue is like this, feast or famine around here, and it's 100% my fault. It's my marketing or lack thereof. So I don't have enough recurring revenue to keep someone locked in the whole time, which is the only good way to get a good editor is to keep them well fed. Yeah, so I would love to, but and then honestly, it is difficult for me on projects that are mine to get someone else on the same page as per my shooting style, my intentions, and that's certainly a communications issue that I could work on. But yeah, I mean, in time, it's going to happen. Not probably. Well, I mean, I'm sure they would do stuff for YouTube as well because that'd be kind of cool. I mean, what I really need, that creepy Scott and the proper Scott that sometimes make an appearance. I need those guys. If I had those guys like with me 24/7, man, we could crank out some stuff. We really could. It's funny. A lot of my ideas require more than me to do, and it's tough to get my wife to do it. So it would be amazing if someone lived close by that had some free time and wanted to really start to do some stuff. We could definitely get a whole lot more done, but no one lives close by because my mom, who lives basically next door, does not live close by. I'm in the country. So everybody's an hour away or busy. Lewis for editor? Oh, you're an editor there, Lewis. Yeah. This is true. It's hard when you yourself are an editor. That's why Mr. Beast has no problem hiring editors because, well, see, but he is really in control of everything. Not so much in the editors, but I mean, it has taken him a long time to build the right people with his mentality, which is an amazing mentality, by the way. That guy is just a machine. Um, to to meet his requirements. So he's got the right people under him to make sure that those people down that in the next level are literally doing what he conveys. And I think he said he was on the Rogan podcast. I think he said he has something like 4 to 6 teams working at any given time on any project. So he has a lot of people working for him now, and they could be working on 6 different videos at any given time. That's kind of amazing. My best friend is here. Oh, there, Carlos. What's up, Carlos? Hey, we have a lot of room here in North Dakota, so if you want to move up here and stop in for a visit, we can make that work. Oh, yep. Yeah. I mean, I might swing by there, buddy, on my trip through this summer. I'm be going up across the tops, North Dakota, Badlands, that area, and then over to Glacier. I might meet up for an adult beverage or glass of wine or a cup of coffee, whatever you want, or something like that. If I go a Venice 2, I definitely would need an editor and a. Well, yes, this is true. Yeah, well, I mean, you definitely don't, but if you want to make that Venice 2 pay for itself, then yes, you're going to need to be concentrating on something else other than editing. I'm excited for the Raptor XL. Yeah, Raptor XL is nice. It's nice. Kevin's like, dude, you're in Texas. An hour is nothing. It's true. It takes an hour to do anything in Texas. It's it's funny. I cannot leave Texas. Let's see. Or my part. Let's see. Let me think about that for a minute. That's not true. I cannot leave west of me in less than 10 hours. It takes 10 hours to get out of Texas from where I live. It takes about 5 or 6, I guess, would be to leave. Probably 5, I guess, to leave east. Yeah, it's probably more like 6. And the north, I guess I could get into Oklahoma in 5-ish hours, maybe. How far of a drive is it from Dallas to Oklahoma? That's an hour and 50. Well, that's maybe about 4 hours. But you're right. I mean, Texas is like, we just make it an hour for everything. It says you're very valid. You have very valid points. It's a hard decision, honestly, but imagine how much time you could free up when you found the right. Oh, I agree. Like Hayden knew it. It's Logan Paul's guys about it. Yeah, I mean, it's true. If you can get the right people. Hello, Carlos. Hello, dude. I will meet you in the Badlands or Glacier 100%. I have some cool ideas for Glacier because ever since the grizzly bears that I captured last year, I am hooked on the bears out there and the stuff. And I have some ideas on how I can get the shot that no one else can get without getting ejected out of the park. So I'm excited. I'll take a Raptor over a Venice or a Venice 2, 3, 4, or 5 or 10. I mean, yes. And like Raptor XL, if I did more high-end shoots, bigger productions, I would definitely be into the XL, but I am a V-Raptor lover. I'm in love with that little camera. It's so cute. So cute. I would if Jared made a blue one, I'd probably go pull a second mortgage on my That's pretty dumb, but I'd probably do it. Gerald. Hello, Gerald. How are you? I saw your horses. That's some pretty cool stuff, man. I love some of the shots you got with them. That's cool. King says, Carlos, your Raptor XL for me, so I can stay one-man band from the beginning to end. Why would you choose it over the Venice 2? Oh, capability. Low noise, higher frame rates, uh, everything. Smaller. According to Google, Dallas to Oklahoma City is 3.5. Yeah, but Oklahoma is just north of Denton, just north of Sherman. So downtown to Oklahoma is 1.5 to 2 hours. Okay, so it's 3 hours and change, small change, for me to get to Dallas. So, yeah, it's 5 hours. King Crook, I'm humbled by your belief in me. That reminds me I got to get my own editing done. Yes, you do. Get it done. Don't be like me. Brandon, I'm out, Scott. Thanks again for your help. Pulled the trigger on the LHR 3080. Didn't know that was a thing. And was able to score. Oh, that is a good price. That's a good price, Brandon. That's less than I paid. I paid $1,000 for mine. That's cool. Yeah, because if you're not doing any crypto, yeah, the LHR is everything for you. Have I? Yeah, I did. For pulling focus, it would solve my gimbal rig. I was not a fan of the Vaxis. I, it's fine, but I had a bad experience with it, and I wasn't interested in continuing that with that. So, yeah, I have the other smaller Vaxis, the HDMI one, and it works fine. But for Kimoto, I have a hard time giving it a full approval. Thoughts on the new DJI drones, Carlos? Well, I mean, the little mini thing is kind of cool for what you're getting because it does 150 megabits at 4K 60. That's good. So it's basically, I mean, I shoot right now with an Air 2. That's my interim drone until I get my Part 107. And I mean, that's basically that. And it's under 250 grams. Now, it doesn't really matter. I mean, registering your drone is nothing. It takes $5. It's no big deal. So that's not a thing for me. And it doesn't get you out of Part 107. So the micro part is, yeah, I mean, I'd rather have the heavier drone myself. I like the Mavic 3 a lot. What I'm interested in is the things that I'm hearing about the Mavic 3S, whereby they put the same sensor from the main camera in the 3 on the 7X optical telephoto. That changes a lot, and I really think that would be one that I would jump on. Vaxis prosumer is so different from the Pro line. It's true. The 3000 Vaxis, oh, that thing was massive, very, very long range. Have you tried the new Tascam XLR adapter on your Kimoto? I have not. I haven't bought any Tascam audio gear for video ever. I've come really close back when the whole DA20 was announced, and then the Mark II, and then the 40, whatever it was after. I've never done it, and I don't really know that I need it, but I would need to look. What is this? Is it specifically for Kimoto? Tascam XLR module Kimoto. Let's find out. What is this one? Is this the... That can't be it. I'll tell you what I am interested in. Side note from that. The Deity microphones, they have a new time code that's basically like a time code generator and, well, sync, uh, uh, clock sync. Forget it. They have the same thing as a the $350. I totally lost. I'm old. Let me put my old glasses on. But they're going to be selling it for 199 bucks. That's cool. And that's quite honestly, it's been way overdue. A Tentacle Sync. Tentacle Sync is, I mean, it's great. Don't get me wrong. Tentacle Sync is amazing. 350 bucks, it's a good price. But that market is under tapped, and D&E's coming out with one for 200. Kind of cool. The new DJI drone looks more like a 20. I mean, yeah, I mean, it could be cool. It's, but I mean, it's got a higher bit rate than my Air 2. Got a higher bit rate than the Air 2S. What LNE do? LNE? NLE, thank you. I'm dyslexic. You're right, Scott. Mr. Beast is on another level. Yeah, he is. He truly is. I'm just curious why they keep pushing true vertical. I mean, it's a fad. That's what it is. T from Dallas saying, "What up, dude? What's up?" T. Do I know you? T. I don't guess I know you, but hello from Dallas. A lot of people like to sneak in and just say hi, let me know that they're there, and I know them, but they don't use their names. For my YouTube, I use iMovie for editing sequences. I use LumaFusion. It's cool, but I'm about to try Final Cut 90-day free trial. Lewis, download Resolve. It's free. It's well worth it. There are plenty of free YouTube videos from guys like, Alex Tech is pretty good. And then, and Alex Tech, yeah, there was a cool, remind me to talk about that, is they, I'm going to hold my finger here. What's his name? Gosh. The guy that I like, the guy I really like, he talks like me. He has my crazy sense of humor. Casey Ferris. Watch him, download free Resolve, go to town. You don't need anything else. But Alex Tech. So Alex Tech did a video on the new noise that effect that is in Resolve, and he's using it to do smoke, and he was doing it with a depth map. And I was thinking you could use multiple layers of that fog and the smoke to have them go at different rates and depth map those so that people, you can literally have them walk through the VFX and have a true feel like fog. It's really cool, and it's built in for free. Cast-up XLR adapter is spotlighted for use with the R5C and the R3. Okay, I saw that. That's this guy right here. Whoop. And I have not used it on my Kimoto at all. That's basically it's basically like the little Sony FX3 adapter. Basically, is what it looks like. I guess it would work. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't work, but where'd you get power from? Canon, and okay, so that, yeah, it would be weird to mount it. So that's hot shoe powered. Canon wouldn't have, or Kimoto wouldn't have that. The Tascam module for Canon Smart Shoe thing, it's okay. Sound devices is still, sound devices is king. There's no question there. I like me some sound devices. Carlos, you getting a Mini 3 Pro? I have the Mix Pre 3 2 and was waiting for Carlos Quintero upload on his Kimoto audio guide, but one can dream. We FaceTimed. Oh. Yes. Yes, I know who you are. During a beverage shoot we were doing. Right. Very cool. Um, yep, I recall. And hope everything turned out amazing. I'm sure it did. Uh, Good stuff. Reminds me of Crybaby Adam with the name that none of us remember. Well, Carlos, right now, as it stands, I have had zero, zero voiceover jobs from that. But I do need, if anybody has any voiceover work that they need done for free, I mean, within reason. It's not. I'm not going to do an audio book for you, but if you want some voiceover work and you like my voice, yeah, I'll do it. And if you just let me use it as an example, because I don't really have a lot of examples for anything that I can put out there that's commercial enough to get more work. So I'm on Fiverr. Yeah, yeah. You can find me on Fiverr, and it's my name. A lot of people hide behind. I am Sequint47JX. I'm not that guy. I'm at Scott Balcom on everything because I don't care. I don't ever say anything that get me in trouble, so I don't care. I'm on every social media except for TikTok. I'm on social medias I haven't logged into in 2 years. There's a bunch of them out there that. Twitter's got some interesting news today. Ooh, how did they end up doing on their stock? Ooh. I think Twitter's in trouble because it would appear, I have to put that in air quotes so that no one can say I said something that I didn't, that there is a large percentage of bots that are controlling Twitter, something like that. It's more than a little, and it's so much so that they have put the Musk buyout on hold temporarily until the due diligence comes back to exactly how many are bots. But that basically just put all social media on notice. If social media platforms are allowing bots to control their conversations, yeah, that's not good for advertisers. Staying busy with work is always good, indeed. Indeed. I sent your contact info to the various radio and TV stations that I work with. I'll sit down and remind. That's awesome, dude. I appreciate you. I have the H4N and definitely looking forward to an upgrade. I mean, H4N is standard. It's just sticky. It's just 2 years old and it's sticky. I don't understand it. News 24. That's my off the cuff radio thing. So what else is everybody working on? Oh God. These are so bad. I did really good at getting rid of all of these. Carlos, are you going to SIG? Let me know. All these, we are interested in advertising on your YouTube channel. We will provide the video. You just add it in and we will pay you monies. The really bad broken English. I went into my server. I host my own stuff. And I set up a ton of blocks for all these freaking Russian Bitcoin takeover YouTube scams, where they send you the thing saying, we're trying to run an ad. They're not real. They just take over. Anytime you go on to YouTube and you're like, and it says, SpaceX launches such and such, Elon Musk gives update. It's always the same on there. That was some poor person's channel. Not poor person, like literally poverty, but some person who succumbed to the advertising possibility. Thought they were going to get money for advertising, thought they had a legitimate person who's going to advertise, and they download their packet, which is a virus that immediately takes over, grants them access to your YouTube channel, and then they delete all your videos, change everything, and then post that video where if you and the scam is they play a video from Everyday Astronaut and a couple others, and they overlay on top of that that Elon Musk is so committed to crypto that if you send him X, he'll send you X times 2 back. And it's a scam, of course. You're never going to get any money back. And somebody lost their channel. It sucks. I literally see on my recommended YouTubes, I see probably 2 of those a day. And I see them not because they are because YouTube is recommending something from SpaceX for me. It's because it's some video or photography or astronomy or something that I have watched that they've lost their channel to these scammers. Sucks. Twitter is such a wild beast. Looks like the Twitter cleaner have been trying to clean up bots for so many years. And so, yeah, I kind of feel like I'm not going political here. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that Musk is not being political with what he's doing, but I think he is altering what has been political. That's probably the wrong way of phrasing it, because I'm not trying to say it that way. I think he is flushing out some corruption, might be, we'll use that term loosely, that has been occurring year over year on all of these platforms. That gets out of hand. It takes, yeah. I'm an idiot. I never thought about using Resolve as an editor. It's a great editor now. It's a great editor. I love it. I just got back from Vancouver project. 5 days of live streaming type event, 2 rooms, use the R5C, and the other 3 on Kimoto. Nice. The R5C, I'm hearing some really cool things. Battery life, I'm hearing some really bad things. But it's a cool camera. I talked about getting it and getting rid of my Sonys so that I could use Kimoto and the R5C. I'm not sad and I'm not glad with my decision, because I sold my A7R3. I have the A7 IV here and the A7 S3 here. That's really hot, isn't it? That's why it feels wrong. I'm not sad, because what I'm getting out of the A7 IV for stills, I'm very happy with. And just having the 2 with the S Cine Tone and the S-Log 3 just matched together, they work out fine for 4K video. They have a nice dynamic range. They're very easy to edit. They're very easy to shoot. I'm familiar with them, so I'm okay. 12-hour days, and it all worked out nice. Nice. I'm sure you use plugged-in power for that. That's definitely the way I would have been doing it. You made my day. Thank you. I use Resolve to color, but never use Carlos, my city, glad it all worked out. Thank you. Yeah, Carlos there, yeah. One-man band shooter works especially for online delivery, yeah. I'm glad the R5C. How's the editing of the R5C codecs? How's that turning out? That's a hazard. You don't want to inhale to laugh really hard while you're doing that. Battery life on the R5C 23 minutes average. Yeah, Yeah, Black Magic Pocket it is. That's 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 sad. Somebody's got to make a quick little. I mean, it's already kind of a blocky thing. So I mean, turn it into a C70 plus with a big battery on the bottom. Could you do that? I'm sure. Is there a battery grip for that? It'd be nice if they did a battery grip with those big batteries like the what the 1DX3 uses. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, that's an interesting question. So you have the A7S3. How does it compare workflow to the R5C? Absolutely use plug-in power. Some people laugh when I show up with my power adapter. I'm like, we're stationary. I am not going to play the battery game. I already have to deal with media. It's yeah. I mean, on these shoots up in Dallas, we were all plugged in because I mean, we're kind of in one spot for the day. Why mess with that? You ask the best questions, King. Whew. I gotta get some videos going on this channel so I get people have forgotten about me. Not you. You all enjoy the live streams, and I definitely love doing those. There's a lot of people that have like because it's all my fault. Did I spill? I did. I spilled. I gotta get some videos up. Um, just trying to think of what videos I can get out. It's like the raid video. I really need to get it all out, but there's so much to it now. There's so much to it. I need to spend a couple hours every day just shooting it and not being a procrastinator and a poor me, which is literally what I'm doing. Let's see here. There is a battery brick, but it's the same as the R5 battery grip, so you cannot hot swap batteries if using the grip. Yeah, see, I didn't like that. I feel like that's just missing the boat a little bit. But you could clearly, well, it does. So it needs you need a battery grip with a big battery and a like a USB-C connector on the side, so you could do the power delivery to it. That way, you can have a battery internally, and then hot swap that. Um, I like to learn from others, and I see how I can improve and be more efficient with my workflow. Work smarter is, yes, you're correct on that. Don't think about what time, just make it. Ben Franklin time. Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna. You're okay. I'm gonna make you a promise. I'm gonna put out some videos, and they're gonna be all over the place. They're just gonna be corny. They're gonna be little. They're gonna be big. They're gonna be. We're gonna get some stuff out there. We're gonna get some stuff out there. Also, I'm back on keto, losing a little weight. Lost 7 pounds already. Got a long way to go, but we'll since I'm working in the world of meats, we are going to do the cooking stuff. Is definitely coming back. We yeah we were yeah. Wife and I were literally talking about the cooking set, but I have the smoker. We're going to do some smoked meats, turkey, brisket. We're going to do all of that. We literally just took an inventory of the freezer, so we know what we have, so we can plan out the different shots. I need to get one more brisket so I can do the brisket because I want to do one for pretty, one for presentation, or one for demonstration. And yeah, so all right. Kevin's like, can't plug in a Steadicam though. Maybe solar power hat. Maybe. I mean, no, you really can't. You really can't because you don't really want to have anything affecting your bearings. But the USB battery needs to not have a sleep mode. Do USB batteries have sleep mode? What I notice, it's not a sleep mode. Maybe it is. Maybe that's what they call it. But you plug in. one time and it works until it's done. And then if you unplug it and you plug it back in, it will not, maybe that's sleep mode. It won't come back, but you unplug it a second time and plug it back in, and it will come back. That may be what it is. Maybe that's, did not think about that, Carlos. Good call. Yeah. You can build one. You can build one pretty easy. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 batteries, 4 18650s in typical USB battery banks. Huh. That's a good plan, Scott. It's like cooking noodles. Eventually, one of them has to stay. Actually, I made some really good noodle dish last night. I wasn't supposed to eat the noodles, but Cynthia didn't want to make anything else. So we bought at Costco. I don't know. I think it was shoulder steak, but they sliced it really thin, like almost like bacon. And so you buy this like 6 pounds, but it's all sliced up. And it's actually fantastic. Yeah, I'll show you what I did. Hold on. Let me get this over to here. Yep, there. We'll take that over to this. Here, you go here. Come on, take it. Yep, there we go. There we go. We'll take this. We'll go here. So this is that meat that I use. And what I've been doing, that it worked in ramen. It works in, last night we made it in the noodle dish. And then I've been putting it in salads. So we just have a salad for lunch. And then I just take 5 strips of that, which is not that much meat. It's like 3 ounces, maybe 4 ounces. And I put a little salt, a little MSG. MSG is just follow me. A little MSG, quite a bit of black cracked pepper. Cracked black pepper. Black cracked pepper. Yeah, that. And some garlic powder. And then you take it, a little bit of oil in a hot pan, slap them on there, and in like 30 seconds, flip them over. And then when you're done, take a little Worcestershire, and if you're doing keto, use coconut aminos. If you're not, use a little soy sauce and put it in there and then mix it up real fast. Then take it out and chop it up. And it is delightful. Delightful. Lucas says, do you like the Airy Ultra Primes? I do. Sorry. Got the hiccups going in because it's ready for the next drink. I like the Ultra Primes. They're nice lenses. Today, there are a lot of lenses that come really close to it for way less money. Master Primes, I really like, but Ultra Primes are cool. I wouldn't want to spend Ultra Prime money on Ultra Primes. Daryl says, I feel you on getting videos out, Scott. I'm crazy behind them and getting some cool stuff to review. Yeah, and I feel you. I feel you. Carlos says, health is such a topic that so many of us who've been in the industry for few or many years get to evolve into the heart. Yeah. I mostly use applewood for my smoker. Do I have a favorite? I'm using a pellet smoker. I know. People are like, what? I mean, there's mesquite across the road. We have hickory here, but I don't want to chop them down. we have several nice large hickory trees in the back here. Not as many as I'd like. And then we have oak, lots of oak. And I have stick smoked for years with them, and I like them. But with the pellet smoker, I've been using from Lowe's. I forget the brand, but they call it Competition Blend, and it's a mixture. It has some fruit woods, and it has some hardwoods, and it's got a variety in there, and it really does a nice job. Now I like apple. I do buy the bags of apple wood for pork because apple and pork, oh, goes really well together. That sounds like carne asada cut. It might be, but is that is that what carne asada is? I thought maybe it is because it was like shoulder, but they didn't call it carne asada. They just called it shoulder, beef shoulder, and it was just thinly sliced. And we were just like so amazed. It's like, what were we gonna do with that? I was like, I don't know, but we should get it because I mean Costco has really good meat, and I was like, it's thin, so it's really easy to portion up. And we just finished it off last night. Well, we finished off making it. Smoking, I will be smoking brisket. We will be smoking a turkey. We will be smoking pork loin and pork chops. Those are the four that I have on the to-do list. And we have all the components minus one brisket to do all the smoking. So all we have to do is plan out now. We have to get a brisket, but we have to plan out what we're going to do because, and we'll probably do the brisket here coming up towards Memorial Day because we have friends that come over every Memorial Day. We usually have a lot of people over here, pool party. So having more than one brisket at that time is probably pretty smart. Otherwise, Cynthia and I just eating brisket, that can take a while. I love brisket, but I mean, if you're trying to lose weight, you can't eat a whole lot of it, and I can eat a whole lot of it, but it's still a lot. You lost me at MSG. Is that soy sauce? No, soy sauce is well, soy sauce is it's basically like a thick liquid salt. Uh, MSG is, I mean, okay, Carla, if you've never purposefully had it, you need to try it. And it's really easy to get. You don't have to buy MSG. It's in the store. It's called Accent, and it's a flavor enhancer. And MSG is basically a salt minus one of the chlorides or something. It's monosodium glutamate, which is MSG. It is a salt is a flavor enhancer. So it causes things to taste more. And salt though can get out of hand because it gets salty. Well, MSG has half of the strength of the saltiness, but it has all of the flavor enhancer. So what you do is you put a little less salt and just a sprinkling of MSG and try it. If you're going to make, say you're making your wife some steaks, you and your wife, you're just going to have two steaks, then do one of them with a little MSG on it and one without. And then just cut them in half, and then you each take half of each and try them. It is amazing, and it works on practically everything that you like savory. So it works on chicken, works on vegetables. So green beans with a little MSG, not a lot. It's phenomenal. It's really good. And the soy sauce is not a whole lot. It's about maybe 2 teaspoons worth. You just try to get a glaze on it because it goes away. Carlos likes the airy master bribes. Yeah. Old man Adam just picked up a smoker half the size of his house. I saw that. I saw that. Dang. You eating goods? Well, so, I mean, in fairness, with keto, what we do is we'll make a brisket, which, I mean, briskets are not cheap, but I'm only supposed to consume technically I should consume 4 ounces of it. I do 5 because I'm huge. So I'm still going to lose a ton of weight. And I will still, I'll still be okay. But if you take My 5 ounces, Cynthia's 4 ounces, that's 9 ounces out of like a 10-pound brisket. You're talking a lot of meals. It's a lot. And so we cook up a meat, and then we eat it for like dinner, lunch, dinner, lunch, dinner, lunch, dinner, lunch, dinner, lunch until it's out. So having, 2 briskets, that's like 2 weeks of brisket. That's a lot to consume, and you'll get bored with it. So yeah, it's Carlos, just saw your comment. Didn't know you could smoke chops. Yes, you can. It doesn't take long either. Do you have a pellet smoker, Carlos, or what do you have? So for chops, doesn't take long at all. And pork, a lot of people don't know this. Pork does not have to be blasted to 165 degrees. That is gone. That doesn't exist. That was gone in the 70s when there was a problem with, was it salmonella or something? It's completely gone out of the U.S. food chain. So it's not a concern. You can actually cook pork to 140 degrees now, and it's perfectly safe to eat. That being said, you can make it to whatever temperature you want, but you take the pork, uh, uh, for pork chops, you're going to take some apple cider vinegar and some apple juice and marinate that pork chop overnight. Just put it in a little Ziploc bag and put a little apple juice and apple cider vinegar, about half and half. Then take it out, season it up, put it on the smoker. It takes like 45 minutes. You can go longer if you like. Just go lower temperature and put your temperature probe in there. And smoking it, it is delightful. And then if you do the pork loin, which is where pork chops come from, get the pork loin. Well, you get the pork loin from like Costco. You can cut it up into 3 different loins. Make pork chops out of one. Make a loin. That take a little bit longer to cook. You go slow. Do the same marinade, and then what you want to do is while it's on the smoker, get a spray bottle. Just a spray bottle, half apple cider vinegar, half apple juice, and you want to go and spritz it about every 30 minutes to an hour, and take about 4 hours, 4.5 hours to do. It's so good. Also a quick tip: if you don't want to smoke and you want some flavor on pork, as soon as if you're panning your pork chop, as soon as you take it off the pan, put it in a little saucer of apple cider vinegar. Just flip it over a couple times and then put it in your resting pot, because you got to let meat rest for at least half as much time as you cooked it for, at least, preferably as long as you cooked it. That apple cider vinegar, woo, good stuff. I guarantee. I'm back for the MSG talk. It takes food to the next level. See, it's true. It's true. It is so good. So good. Lewis, you know how to eat. I was like, buddy, you don't get to be like this without learning how to eat. This temple is a fine-tuned machine. Yeah, well, yeah. Scott, have you ever used the PD movie? Yes, I have. Not sure what you're using, but sorry. For a remote option, it's pretty impressive. I've actually drive by taquinas, oddly enough. Yeah, so the PD movie, I had the original PD movie. I'm going to continue this conversation while I take this over there and top off this drink. But it's a verbal conversation. I was going to say I could probably just turn the camera over there, but it's is it a man? I mean, I guess I could. Let me just bring you guys along. Let's see what I can do here. I'm going to disconnect everything. Let's see if I can take this. Oopsie. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's looking good. That's looking good. What happened? Oh, there we go. Wow, that's awesome. Good job, Scott. I'm adjusting the doggo cam because the dog won't be in here right now. Oh, I can just do this. This is like my first time using a camera. There we go. Let's see what we got. Okay, so if I do this. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna take this and then, yeah, just bear with me. Just bear with me. You can enjoy my legs. Okay. So that should get There we go. Hey, look, there's the Sony A7R or A7 IV. Okay, so I'm gonna go make this drink real quick. PD movie. So I had the PD movie when it originally came out. Bought it, used it for quite a bit. What I didn't like about it, and I have heard that they have since fixed it, that there's, I don't know if it's a generation 2 or what, but it's newer than what I had. Just give a little ice there for the dog. The problem I had was it would get a little jittery at times, but the noise, it would do, it would make a lot of noise, especially when it was getting jittery. When I would rack focus really fast, you could hear it go zzz, zzz, and it was not great. And I ended up selling it about 6 months later because I just didn't want to. I didn't want to have to deal with the noise. It was not good, and I actually went from that to the what was the company? They're hardly around anymore. The blue one. Gosh, what's the name of that company? They made the original depth of field adapter for like the HVX 200 and such. Hi, how you doing? Hi, yeah. And I used that for many, many years. Is there anything in that image? No, just my mess. Whoops. Oh, did it drop out the whole time? There we go. Red Rock Micro, yes. Thank you, Luca. Yeah, Red Rock. I used Red Rock for a long time, and it had some jitters too. Then they came out with a new firmware for it that fixed the jitters, and it really, really did a number on that. I used that for 2.5 years, and I ended up selling it, I think, about the beginning of 2020, maybe? And I just hadn't used it in a while. I've heard some good things about the new version of PD Movie. So I can't say how it is today. I didn't like it back then. It had a lot of features, and it was nice. It just wasn't everything. And if they fix the jitters and the noise, then it's probably a very viable system. The nucleus from Tilta is okay. It's very lightweight, but I have not had a huge amount of problems with nucleus. I know some people that definitely have, and there's a lot of places where you just can't show up with it at all. They'll laugh at you. I know of stuff that's being developed. That'll be cooler. So yeah, that's where I will be. Such a joy. I love the behind the scenes. It's so dirty over there. So dirty because, yeah, I mean, you can see, let's see, what can you see? Oh, you couldn't see the air conditioner. Oh, you can see my, let's see here. We can adjust it just a little bit here. My wife's, she put that whiteboard up there to help me motivate the to-do list, and she would go through and just write stuff that I would talk to her about, that I need to shoot this, need to shoot that. And I had this long list, and I actually got a lot of them done. The wireless needs to get taken off there. I had the MacBook Pro I still need to do on there. And then my oldest came by and said, just do it, when she dropped by to say hi. That's fun. Bartek. Yes, Bartek's nice. Bartek is very nice. Art, good to see you. I now remember where you're from. I don't know why I thought England, but yes. It's good to see you, Art. Wow, is there... Okay, YouTube must be... Am I even live streaming? Am I... Am I live streaming? Y'all let me know if I'm live streaming because it says I have no signal going out of StreamYard. And it says literally on YouTube that I have zero people watching. Zero. Which one of y'all is number 0? Red Rock's attempt at their city tape looked promising. Yeah, it never happened. They kept well, they were doing the 3D depth map like DJI. I think DJI's depth map system is pretty phenomenal. If they just produce it as a standalone wireless, I think that will do really, really well because I love the 3D map that you get so you can see where you're pulling focus. That's cool. Sorry, not that fancy. You are live. Okay, cool. Carlos is number 0. Maybe Red Rock sold it to Teradek? Did they? I don't know. What I wonder, and I don't know, but I wonder if there was actually a patent on that they hadn't found. And when they came out with it or tried to come out with it, maybe they got found. Let me find the name of that. Wow, is my internet really poopy? I can't even search. Wow. Okay, Red Rock Micro 3D focus. Well, maybe that'll show up at some point. I just DM'd you a video of my smoker on Instagram. Wow, I can't. We'll see if I can even get to Instagram. How am I even live streaming? I don't know. This is weird. This might be my Wi-Fi. This is hardwired here on purpose because I ain't playing that game. I've had way too many problems here with internet to have additional problems with wireless. Right now I have 1 watcher on YouTube, and clearly there are more than one of you. That's weird. Let's see if DJI opens the rangefinder system that's in the 4D. Yeah, that's the one, Luca. I think that is they have to. Why wouldn't they? I mean, I know they want to sell the 4D, but the 4D is not the focus system. The 4D is a all-inclusive chicken cam. I mean, I see no reason why they should not come out with that, and they would probably do really, really well with it because that's a cool system. Give First ACs a monitor that they already have, the wireless video feed that they already have, a couple of sliders for some iris and some zoom, and then a focus pull, and do the 3D depth map. Yeah, that'd be slick. Wow, what is wrong with my internet? Jeez. They will sell billions if they came first. Yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean, look at it. When I saw the 4Ds, when they came out, I was like, yeah, cool. All right. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's nice. It's cool. It's a little odd of a camera. All I was interested in is when I saw the demo of the focus system. And I thought, what are you waiting for? Do it. You see 7 on YouTube. That's so weird. I show 0. It just spiked to 4. But like literally since 5:12 to now, for the last 10 minutes, it said 0. That's so weird. Okay. I want to see the smoker. I may never get to see it. May never get to. It's, oh my God, it's so unbelievably slow. I don't know what's going on. But yeah. How about a 4D with Kimoto? How about a 4D with anything? A 4D with everything is show stopping. Now if they could sell like the entire system, 3 motors, wireless transmitter, the depth map, and 2 sliders and a knob, sell it for say under $2,500, you would sell a bunch of them. If you could sell it for under 2,000, even more. If you got it to like $1,300, you'd destroy the market. The 40 chicken can can't be mounted on a chase car, motorbike, or anything else. Really? Why not? Hit the like button. Yeah, I like that. Why can't it be mounted on the... I thought it was capable. I know Josh Yo had done it with... he mounted it on the Tesla. Man, it is never going to show me this. Make sure that audio is off. Okay. So, I mean, Kimoto, because I'm concerned about weight. Well, I don't think it would weigh anything. There's nothing to their technology. Their technology is that little sensor, that dual eye sensor that you put on top, which oddly enough, they could use as a camera tracker if they worked really well on this design and just like put it at the same width as eyeballs. They could make a focus and a tracker. That little box is tiny. Put it on top as a camera tracker with the Unreal World and the 3D studio camera shots now, and I mean, man, that'd be cool. Downward facing. Oh, interesting. I mean, but they should be able to. No, I guess you're right. Because they use the downward sensor to detect the vertical movement rather than inertia. It's not even playing the video. It's weird. That's interesting. Any exposure to the DJI RS2 Gimbal Stabilizer Pro Combo Bundle with the DJI Ronin 3D focuses? I have not used the RS2. I went back and forth. You can ask several of my friends online because that own them, and I was hitting them up. I was like, okay, so if I get this and I do this, do I need this? Do I have to get this? What do I need to do with this? Because I had the Ronin S, and it was okay. It worked, but it was not perfect. And the Ronin RS2, or the RS2, is much more capable. But I really wanted to mount it on cars, and there is a finite limit of power it can handle for the wind resistance. So I have no exposure on the RS2 with the 3D focus system. I cannot answer that. Used for stabilization. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's an interesting point. I wonder if they have both accelerometers in there and vision. If so, could you just turn off the bottom sensors and just use that? Would it be okay? This is never going to load. Wow. That's really. I really want to see I edit smoker. He's got a smoker. He sent it to me. It must be cool. I can't see it. Yeah, man, and it sucks. Man, it hasn't sucked for a while too. And here I am, back to usual. I'm told though, that in 1 month, I'm supposed to get Starlink. 1 month. June 2022. And aren't they launching, what is it, tomorrow? They're launching another 53 satellites. I mean, they've been launching a lot of satellites. Looking forward to them. I want them. I want them all. I want them all to give me my bits. Give me my bits. We still have the Ronin S, A7S3, and looking for a bridge to the Movi Pro. Uh, as I understand it, basically the RS2 is about as comparable to the Movi Pro, with the Movi Pro getting a slight edge with the tweaks that you can boost the power on them, so you can get a little more speed out of them. The king is the Ronin 2, because you can go, I think, 65 or 70 miles an hour with a full cinema camera on there, and it can keep up with the wind. I've heard the RS2 is good to about 45, and then the Movi Pro with the tune was good to about 55, if I remember correctly. I sold my Movi Pro right before they came out with that. I was like, really? Thanks a lot. Um, the What's cool about the Ronin RS2 though is that have you seen the Tilta ring for it? So you get the Tilta ring, which gives you focus, iris, and zoom. If I remember correctly, you can control all of that with the camera built into the handles, and then you complete the ring, and then you mount the Ronin on the bottom, or the RS2 on the bottom. And it's really lightweight because it's mostly carbon fiber, with the exception of the batteries, which will power the rig. So it's kind of cool. I tested the Kimoto on the Movi M15, much better than the Ronin S. Yeah, the M15 has the M15 is basically a Movi Pro. The Movi Pro is a little bit better. They worked all the bugs out. The M15 had all the powerful motors, which is what the Movi Pro had. The M15 is pretty big and heavy compared to Movi Pro. But the M15, yeah, it should be better than the Ronin S, and it should be better than the RS2. I don't know. The M15, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. They might be about equal for the RS2 and the M15. Because the M15 had a fidget problem where it would get kind of twitchy at times. If you were, I'm never going to. I edit. I will see your video at some point whenever my internet says I can. That's so sad. Maybe it'll play it now. What? Oh, I see smoker. Okay, it's playing now. Okay, I see a stack. Let me set the mood for you. Okay, Oklahoma Joe's. Oh, I had that exact one. That was my stick smoker. That's a well built smoker. Yeah, that's exactly the one. Mine was. Yeah, I was thinking mine was backwards. No, mine's exactly that one. That is a good smoker. That's the one I used for about 6 years as a stick smoker. And usually those types of inexpensive smokers will rust, and these were built really thick. Then there was not a spot of rust on it after 6 years, and I left it outside. So yeah, that you could definitely get some good, and it's big enough that you can control the temperature in there. But I'll tell you what, man, Wi-Fi and pellets, it's hard to beat sitting back and enjoying the air conditioning while everything smokes. The Starlink install would be great in content. Well, it would only take 5 seconds, I think. It would not take long. I know where I'd put it. Do I? Yes, I do. I do know where I'd put it. Right where I'd put my solar, because that would have the best view. And maybe I could do it at the same time because I have a bunch of solar panels to install. So maybe I can climb up there. Wow, I'm not looking forward to that. That'll be hot. Not hot as in, oh, very sexy, Scott, climbing up there on your metal roof. No, it'll be like 100 degrees. Yeah, very heavy, very well. But yeah, they were, and what I really liked about them is because they're so thick of metal that the lid actually seals. Like when you close it, it seals and it doesn't warp. Because some of those lesser ones, when they heat up, they just start to warp, and then you get the smoke going out everywhere. Yeah. I haven't taken them over pro over 35 mile an hour on the Kessler Killshock rig. Ronin 2 is a beast, but for the dollars, but haven't run it on the Ready rig. Yeah. The Ronin 2 is a beast, but it weighs twice as much as a Movi Pro. So I definitely, because I had the original Ronin and went to the Movi Pro, and then when I sold it, my inclination was to go for a Ronin 3, which has never happened. And the reason being, the Ronin 2 was really expensive and really heavy, like twice the weight. But it had way more capability than the Movi Pro. And then the Movi Pro came out with their tweaks right after I sold it, which gave you a 50% boost in torque, which I believe put it basically halfway between the Movi Pro and the Ronin 2 in performance. However, you just can't beat the Ronin 2, but it weighs a lot more, a lot more. But I would much rather have the Ronin 2 underslung from a kill shock than the Movi Pro. And I know people have gone 70 miles an hour with the Ronin 2, with they have the black arm, and the like a kill shock, and yeah. You can throw a bigger lens on the Ronin and just yeah. I mean, it handles so much more weight. It has so much more torque. It's kind of similar to what was the Movi XL. That thing was hefty, but I mean it did well for a little bit, and then the Ronin 2 came out, and the Ronin 2 was like 1/3 the price, because a rigged out Ronin 2 is going to cost you close to like 10, I think. And the Movi XL was like 36,000 for it. And the Ronin 2 did like 90% of what the Movi XL would do. And so all of a sudden your rates came lower. Yeah. Technoir, I run my Raptor on an RS2 tilter ring combo, and it's amazing. Yeah, I mean, the RS2 has a lot of weight capability compared to like the Ronin S. Yeah. I'm not going to. Come on, my God, it's another one. Yeah, they're like, we would like to buy ad on your video. Yeah, let's see here. And see, now it shows I have 10 people watching. All Canon L glass though. Well, yeah, I mean, Raptor weighs a little more Kimoto, but when you rig it out, it can definitely get to the limit. Because what is RS2's limit is like 7.5 pounds, and the higher you get, the less wind resistance it can overcome. So I've heard the sweet spot is around 5 pounds, which is cool. Because when you rig that out, 5 pounds plus the RS2 plus battery, mount that all on like a Kessler Killshock, and then it's a nice like around 10-pound load on that Killshock, and that'll work nicely. You have to take off a couple of the little wire springs around there to balance it, but yeah. Art says, I own the Ronin 2 and the Ready rig, but the Ready rig is more of an inconvenience. See, I'm with you there, I had the Ready rig as well. And I used it. I had the Ready rig. I had one of the first GS's when it came out. And I used it, but not as much as I wanted. Yeah, it was... I ended up with a lot of back pain from the Ready rig on that. The GS was the one that had the extendable arms that would really get it out there, which made your back hurt worse. And I already have a weak back. I'm old. I'm fragile. So yeah, the Ronin 2 on the Ready Rig, that's even more way. I'm already hurting now. Way to go. I'm going to need to take some leave right now just to think about you running around with a Ready Rig and a Ronin 2. But you can carry a lot of camera on that. A lot. Um, yeah, cool. See, now YouTube says I have two. All right, which one of y'all are logged in 4 times just to make it look cool? I'm gonna get these live streams cranking some more so we can maybe I'll do a midweek live stream too, just for the heck of it. I almost did one this week. I'll probably do that. I'll probably have a little fun. If I've got nothing going on and I'm just kind of fiddle farting around with stuff, then I'll do a more informal live stream, more of a hey, how you doing? So what kind of projects you guys got going on? You got anything cool? I've got 3 projects on the books right now to accomplish. One of them's pretty easy. One of them's a little more creative. The other one, I've still got those commercials for my my regular customer. I'm still working on those. A lot of footage to go through. So much footage. It was good too that the at that last one we're shooting. I gave my wife the A7S. No, I gave her the A7 4 is what it was with the and she had just the Sony glass on there, so she had the really fast autofocus. And I just put a little ND on there and gave it to her and said, just film everything from a different angle that I'm filming. Just whatever I'm pointing at, just go for it and get some other shots. She got some great stuff. It was quite useful. I was really, really happy. And it says, I have you on my 80-inch and on cellular to comment. I've done that too on the big one. I put the chat on the big screen, and then I just have over on the iPad just so I can comment. It's kind of fun that way. What do I have anything that's 80-inch worthy? I don't really have. God, it's a mess in here. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Yeah. I mean, you can see that way. You can see everywhere. Everything is such a mess. Makes me sad. It's okay. There's only 4 of you watching. I don't know what's going on with YouTube because I think my internet's back working now. Man, who is texting me like crazy? Van builds. So what else is going on out there in the world? What are you guys up to? You guys you staying healthy? You staying busy? Your weather good? I mean, wow, I'm not in focus. There I am. Hi. I just need to sit over here backwards. It's not the shot I was going for though. I really wanted the closer focus. I'm not going to deny myself the closer focus. Hi, how are you? You good? Okay. So, 5:43, and pretty sure I'm not having pizza tonight. I don't know. I might be. You never know. She hadn't told me. But I think we're having the noodles and the steak, the meat. It's good. Y'all are just so talkative, all 4 of you. It's weird because StreamYard says there's 12, but YouTube and now StreamYard. That's so weird. Because I'm watching my live stream back on my screen here. This is the playback. But StreamYard says that I'm horrible internet that I should be ashamed of myself. You guys already know that. And that no one can watch your stream, but over here looks great. 275 people watching. And what, God, wouldn't that be a chaotic stream? Let's see here. Camille. Hello, Camille. Hi. Oh, you're one of the hidden ones. What wireless mic system do you recommend, digital or analog Sennheiser share? I really do still today, these Sennheisers, not digital. These are the G3s. They have the G4s now. These are the EW100s. I love these. This is what I'm using right now. It's what I use on all my interview shoots. It's what I use all the time. I have the Rode Wireless Go's, and they're cool, but they only last about 5 hours, and then you have to recharge them. These use AA's. These will last like 6-7 hours on rechargeable high-capacity AA's, and then I just bring about 35 AA's on my shoots. I really love these. They're very configurable, so you can change the channels and get clean audio. The microphone, which I have right here in my hat, right there, they're really, really nice sounding. A lot of people think that I'm using a shotgun overhead, and I don't, because you can make a wireless lav sound fantastic. It's a little bit of work, but I really do like those. The AVX from Sennheiser is okay. I don't particularly care for the digitals as much as some do. So yeah, that's Sennheiser's. The G4s would be my recommendation right now. I still want to see 275 people watching. That'd be hilarious. We had over 100 when I had what's his name on from Australia. Why am I blanking out of his name? When he did the Monsters of Man. Why am I blanking? But yeah, he brought over 100. Your net is definitely acting up. Okay, so it's something. Okay, Kimoto autofocus on RF lenses versus EF. Well, RF should be better, but it takes programming for the RF lenses for them to work, because Canon does not share too terribly much, as I understand it. So it takes a lot more work to get the RFs working than EFs. On Raptor, apparently it's easier because they have a whole lot more processing power. The EFs are snappy and good on Raptor. Raptor is like Kimoto autofocus level 2. Kimoto autofocus is pretty good, but it's not amazing. It's not Sony. It's getting close, but it's not. I use the 18 to 35 Sigma with the Kimoto for autofocus, and it does a really good job about 80% of the time, and then it'll just kind of go, and you have to kind of tap and get it back to reality. What are your thoughts at Luca RF for EF? Toya, yes, thank you, Luca. Yes, Mark Toya. Dadgummit. I'm old. Senior moment. Yes, I get to rest on that. Yeah, Toya was an amazing live stream. Oh, and we are Charles Pappert. We are going to bring him back. We have been chatting, and I think what we're going to do, you guys tell me, but I had an idea for him that I don't think he could pull off as much as I wanted, but he decided maybe we should do it on the live stream, and that is we go through like 10 to 15 maybe, and Charles is probably like going, whoa, of Key and Peele sketches, because those sketches, I mean, if anybody's not seen Key and Peele, watch Key and Peele, because number one, it's hilariously funny every time, always. And number two, it was a encyclopedia. Kids, encyclopedias are books that used to you get online now. They're books and they're full of information. It's an encyclopedia of cinematography because basically they would do like 3 or 4 sketches per episode, and each sketch they would try to model after something else, or they wanted this feel, they wanted this, and so they're using vintage glass, they're using vintage lights, vintage cameras, doing everything they could for a vintage. They wanted anamorphic for this. They wanted so the idea is we just focus on. I'm just going to say 10 or 15. He's probably going to say, well, let's do 3 or 5 of Key and Peele sketches and go through the lighting breakdowns, the thought process behind the whole lighting, the approach that he made as DP on that. I think I think I think that would be a awesome one, and he's definitely game for it. Do you think Canon will ever get their L series lenses close to Otis? I don't think so. I don't think that's a goal, and I don't think it's Zeiss's goal either, because Otis. There's only what 3 Otises? Odi. There's only like 3 of them. 55. What are they? There's 3, right? And those are basically master primes in stills glass. But even Zeiss, I'm guessing, I don't know. I'm guessing that Zeiss said that's a lot of money to spend on a expensive slow seller. So I don't think Canon's up for that. Mark made me buy the heel. Mark is an incredibly talented DP and director, and now he's rocking the Raptor like crazy. He loves the Raptor. I don't own any RF yet. I'm actually pretty excited for the R7 and the APS-C RF glass. Been shooting a lot of birds lately, and I love the reach you get for the 1.6 crop. I mean, there's definitely a time and a place for the crop. It is viable and valuable for sure in a lot of things. And it's funny because like a lot of these, well, like a lot of these astrophotography cameras are Sony sensors, and they take away all the stuff that Sony puts on them and just use the sensors. So they may strip off the entire Bear pattern of color and make it a monochrome camera, and then you just put filters in front to get your color. But then they get much more resolution out of it. But they can also bend those because if you have a Bear pattern sensor, so you have red and green and blue, red, green, and blue. Well, it's more red, green, blue, green, red, green, blue, green, and then alternating kind of like that. A lot more greens than red and blues. If they can control the pattern on there, they actually can make a different Bear pattern for color sensors. I've also read something that, and I haven't confirmed this, but this is interesting, that the A7S3 is actually the same sensor that's in the A7 IV, but it's bared with 2x2 pixel binning. So instead of red, green, blue, green, red, green, blue, green, red, green, they're doing red, red, blue, blue, green, green, or red, red, green, green, blue, blue, green, green, and then they do them in blocks of 4, which cuts down on the resolution but quadruples the amount of light gathering. I had never heard that before, but it makes complete sense that that's what the A7S3 is and why it can do the low light. So it's definitely a thing. back to the astrophotography, the smaller crop sensors. That's one of the things they can get is they can go right on into those and get the, like for planetary you want really tight, for like nebulas you want really a wide angle. So crop really comes in handy there. Uh, Another issue with EF autofocus is noise. Yeah, EF is an old technology for sure, and those lenses can make some noise, and they're not quite as responsive, and they're a little sluggish. Yeah, there's a lot of negatives to EF. I just, I mean, for the longest time, I just wasn't an autofocus guy, and lately it's like, why not embrace it? Why not enjoy the autofocus? It's there for you. It's a tool. It can make your day better, make your day brighter. It's nice. Oh gosh. Okay, so yeah, we're getting close to 6 o'clock. I mean, if you guys want to keep going, I'm probably good to go for quite a while. If you want to ramp up the enthusiasm here, I mean, you're probably all driving home. What do y'all think about me starting the live streams at 4:30 Central instead of 3:30, going back to where I originally was, which allowed me, I would go basically 7 o'clock ish or so, my time, which is almost 6 right now. Is that better for everybody? What do you guys think? I moved to 3:30 because of the internet. The internet would die about 5 or 6 o'clock, so I wanted to get at least an hour of live streaming in for everyone before the internet died. But that's been less of an issue until like today. The GDU 17 and 24, 17, the 40. I think isn't it a 24 and a 40? There's not a GDU 17 that I missed, is there? The 24 and 40 are really cool, but you've got to rely on autofocus or the manual focus control on red control works pretty well on that. Now, those are really cool for getting in tight in spaces. Like if you're in an industrial area, if you're in like an industrial shop or something and you really want to get in close, that's where that little 40 comes in handy, because you tiny little camera and you take it right in there and you get right out of it without any problem. Lucas says, thanks for the stream. Yeah, it was fun. Bit late for Europe. Interesting. And we haven't seen Ali in a long time. Or Ali, Prince Ali. We haven't seen him in forever. Ali, we miss you, bro. Bit late for Europe. Yeah, it's always been a weird one. And it's fun that I have such an international audience. I just want to build this up and get the most amount of people the amount of time that they would like. Yeah, as long as it's on Fridays, anytime is good. Just do all day. I'll just be sitting in my easy chair. Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm in Italy anyway. Wow. What time is it in Italy, Luca? You're 11 or 12 o'clock at night? Yeah, you got to be way up there. 4 p.m. in Canada. Current time is 3:30. Seems comfortable. Okay. 24 and 40. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Those are cool lenses if you can find them. They don't make very many of them very often. I'm not sure what the consensus is though. Whichever time is best for you, Scott. I enjoy hanging out. I should just do this more often, just so more people can do it around their time. I enjoy hanging out with all of you because it's just kind of a fun afternoon. You know, just enjoy more. Wow, I like that drink. That's a good drink. It's 1 part Aviator gin, which is actually pretty good. I didn't think that was going to be that great, but that really works well. It's carbonated orange soda. I use diet because I'm cheap and I'm also enjoying the weight loss that way. And then Cointreau. That's orange and orange. I also did it with lemonade, and it wasn't bad with the sparkling lemonade. But it's a nice, refreshing kind of summer drink. If you're old enough, not going to suggest anything otherwise. RF glass has loud autofocus motor. Does it? I had not noticed that. I know it was really fast. And it says, right, whatever is convenient for you. Gaming, wow, okay. 1 o'clock in the morning. Wow, Loka, I appreciate you hanging out. You just you get to go to bed just dreaming of live streams. Oh, Scott said this about RF lenses, and I would be hilariously happy if you message, hey, so you popped up in my dream. Yeah, you were talking about Kimoto. That'd be funny. Between these consistent live streams and your now contractual promise of churning out more content, yes, I will contract. Oh, here comes the dog. Like clockwork. Hey, buddy. What's up? You waiting for Mama? She'll be here shortly. Yeah, you come say hi. Hi, buddy. You're a good boy. Oh, poor Rex has got arthritis now. He's having trouble getting up. He's a big boy. He's a little porky. All right, we're gonna get to do dog cam. I just ordered a bunch of some what do we call it? Conjointing and oh, well, that's not gonna work for live for video. We're gonna put that back. We're gonna get the doggo cam going here. Just 1 second. Yep. Oh, yep. Oh, dadgummit, did it again. This is my first time. I got the wrong USB on here. Okay. All right, so we got doggo cam. Wow, he's like not in a place for doggo. Okay, well, fine. That's what you get. There's your doggo cam. Hey, Rex, say hi to everybody. Hey, buddy. What's up, buddy? You say hi? Hi, buddy. That's my boy. He's laying right by the tripod like a good boy. Let's see. Camille says, in my area, it's 1 a.m. Got to go to bed. Wow, Camille, thank you for joining, though. It's fun. I enjoy all of my European, and we had Australia for a long time. Canadian, U.S., everywhere. I love it. I love people of the world. You signed a contract. What? Yeah, I'm gonna get some stuff out. I'm gonna get some stuff out. Let's do dueling puppy cams. Oh, that's not a puppy cam. DVE2 goes to 3, puppy cam. And then we'll put that behind me. Nope, that behind me. Wow, that's not gonna be creepy at all. You just get to see lots of me. I would move. Hey, look at that. My painting gloves that are there. Those were really expensive to get for a long time. Everybody's like, I gotta have gloves. I use them for when I do the artwork. This artwork when I do my paint pours. Hey, if anybody wants to commission one, I'll happily do that. Be fun to do one. You choose the colors and tell me the chaos that you want, and I'll make it happen. Let's see, Scott, before you go, what is your opinion on those footage magic arms? Those footage magic arms. Footage magic arms. I'm not following. If you're talking about it like a Noga arm or just a magic arm, I love them. I mean, I use them. For camera, I use the Titan arm from Bright Tangerine because it can handle a hell of a lot more weight. But for like up here, I've got this is a big big magic arm going. It's like I don't know how to talk. I've got a baby plate with an 18-inch extension on the roof, coming down to a grip head to a long 2-foot magic arm with the Sony. This is the ZV-1 here. That's the doggo cam. I mean, I use them. They're okay. Don't go cheap though. So cute. Yeah, what a beautiful looking day. He's a good boy. I like him. He is such my pal. Like when we get up in the morning, he waits for me to finish breakfast and shower, and then he's like, do we get together? He waits for me at the door, and then I tell him the words, do you want to go do stuff together? That's just what I say, and he goes crazy. Hey Rex, psst, psst. Hey psst, psst, buddy, Rex, you want to go do stuff together? You want to go do stuff together? You want to? He's looking at the door. All right, buddy, she'll be home soon, real soon. I just love him. He's so fun and he's so big. My God, he's like 125 to 150 pounds. Let's see here. iFootage magic arm. Oh. I think, okay, hold on 1 second. Yeah, so, okay. Oops. So they reached out to me they wanted to send me a bunch of their arms to review, and I didn't get back. I mean, I told them I had to put it on hold for a little bit as I caught up to some videos, and then I did not follow back up. That's my fault, but they looked really interesting, which is why I put them on hold and not just a no, because I like that quick release thing that they have. That's really cool. I just clicked to who iFootage was. Yes, yeah, those look pretty cool. I have not tried them yet. I mean, the technology that's in those is pretty standard. So they're probably pretty good, but I would like to get them, and I need to reach out to them. Yep. I bought some small rig magic arms, and they couldn't handle it. Yeah, small rigs are okay. I had interesting conversations with small rig too. They wanted me to review like this and this, and I was like, no, I want to see this and this. And they're like, well, we're not doing that right now. We're doing this and this. And that's how a lot of these companies work. They go on these campaigns where they want to feature a product. And I don't know what that was. But I don't work on campaigns. I work on what is useful to me and what is useful to my audience. And that's what I tend to feature. Well, this is horribly out of focus for. I shouldn't have adjusted that. Let me fix that just a little bit here. Boop. There we go. There we go. Now I'm normal. Okay, so yeah, so it's weird. Small rig makes some good stuff and some okay stuff. I wouldn't buy a small rig part for anything that could shear or fall off. Something critical that way. So if it was hanging or anything like that, I don't think I would choose small rig because I don't think their aluminum alloy is up to standard. For some accessories and stuff, I mean, I use some small rig stuff. I use a small rig on my Kimoto, which is now hidden behind. I use their little slide lock dado rail mount for my monitor. I like that, but I'm not worried about that because there's no shear on that. It's not going to snap. So yeah, that's what I would say about small rig. I've seen a lot of iFootage arms, but they call it the crab arms. Yeah, and it has a quick release. Yes, exactly. That's literally what they were asking me for. And I was interested in their arms in conjunction with their car mounting system is what I was mostly interested in. I have no idea how strong they are. They seem like a good design, but I don't know what aluminum they're using. So I can't comment on how strong they are, but they seem to be okay. So just keep that in mind. At some point, I'll probably reach back out to them. I'm going to get you that review. I always wondered why companies focus on campaigns versus brand equity. I am assuming that it's just the way the marketing works. They want to see direct ties from marketing efforts to marketing to sales increases, and so it becomes a challenge. And it's honestly why I tell a lot of them no, is because they want to focus on this and not on this. I've got several programs set up already with several vendors. When they come around to the products that I'm interested in showing, then we will do a review on them. But I'm not going to do just what they want. That's just me. Have you checked out the YOLO Box Pro? I have not. I kind of expected them to reach out and have me review it, but they didn't. And it looks interesting. My big problem with it, and it's not a problem that everybody else would have, is it is a compression going out designed to go straight to streaming that my internet can't support. So it makes it tough. Same thing with like the A10 Mini Extreme over here. I can stream directly from it, but my internet can't do the stream. So it's not of any value to me. It's not good to tell. I need to unplug that right there. Wow, that thing gets warm. There we go. Wow, that's flashing right at that. That was interesting. All right, who's got more questions? Who's got more comments, more stuff? There's more of you now. YouTube says my internet got better. And y'all can see my beard down here. It's in focus now. It's nice. What do you do with all the extra stuff you don't need? 90% of the stuff that I don't need, I donate. I give to friends. I mean, it's not a friend. It's not a friend gets table scraps kind of thing. That's not how I do it. I give it to friends of mine who need it. So if they're like an up and coming and they need some lighting or anything like that, then I just gift it to them. It's a fun way. I haven't done giveaways on here. I have mixed feelings about that. I've done them way in the past, but it's a weird thing to give away that kind of stuff. So it's why I haven't done it. But for the most part, I try to help out anybody that is in need that I can. And I typically do it more local because I tend to know these people personally and know what level they're at or what have you. So there's been a few people on the live streams who have received some stuff and didn't know they were receiving stuff. Lucas says, I am thinking to get the Kessler K-plate so I can have 15 millimeter rods in front and back. Or is it too heavy? So there is it is heavy, but it's heavy for the right reason. It's heavy to get the rails. And I'm using on this one well, you can't see it. This right here, the A7S3, it actually has the K-plate on it right now. This is the quick stand, and the quick stand, which is this one is the thin version of it. These are amazing for everything. And if you need rails on these, then what you do is you make a big mess. I just didn't have everything out. But they have these adapters. If you watch, go look up quick stands on my YouTube channel, and I do a whole series on talking about these. But they make a rod adapter for this that drops down. And I use it. Is it on any of my cameras at the moment? It's not on any of my cameras at the moment. But I use it for the rods on that, which is nice. But the thing you lose is when you set it down on here, if you have the rails low, which you need to do on Kimoto, because Kimoto is a very squatty cam, then they sit down lower. That's where the quick plate, the cape plate, comes in handy. It's not that heavy because it is aluminum, so it doesn't weigh a lot. But there's going to be a new addition to, I'm sure I can say this, he probably won't murder me, but I had a lot of input into that. But on the side of the quick plate, the big one with rods, there'll be some additions to the side with a lot of mounting options. So there is an advantage to that. The other thing with these are narrower than the quick plate. So the quick stand, the quick plate is just ever so slightly wider than it. This is about the size of a Kimoto. So the quick plate will stick out just a little bit on either side, and then with the new additions that they're going to have, it's kind of a cool rig, and it's good for mounting all that kind of stuff. So it's something to think about. I'm not sure when that'll launch, but it should be soon. Hopefully he doesn't murder me. I feel like I can go through all my stuff and declutter. Like, yeah, you're right. Believe me, every day I wake up and I think the exact same thing. I'm like, why did I buy all this stuff and do all of this and all this when I could just do it with one camera? And it's true. And it's kind of why I like my little adventures, because when I take my adventures, it forces me to concentrate on what I have with me, not all the things that I could be doing. There's goods to that. Feel like I'll be able to fit follow focus gears and not hit the Takina and focus gear. So you could do that with the drop down. I wish I might have one here. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hi, buddy. No, not yet, buddy. No, not yet. Not yet, bud. Not yet. Just a minute. Right here. I bet you it's in here. I know, in a minute. In a minute, Pup. There we go. Okay. So that, okay. So this is their rod attachment for the quick stand. And so you can mount it directly on the front, but if you can, let's see here, turn this off for a moment, go here. So if you see, it kind of drops down, or if you have a really tall camera, like on the DSMC2, you can mount it this way, and it works, and then you get the rods going forward. But they also have a extension bar that goes here, where you can adjust this downward to here or upward, however you need to do it for your rig and your camera. This works out really well, but like I said, if you are, just make this look normal. Ding! There it goes. So if you have them down, then when you set your camera down, then you have, did I get your comment off there? There we go. You have a little bit of an angle, so it's not going to sit flat. But this is the lightest, most compact way. And the angle here, or the how far this sticks down with Kimoto, works out really well. Got the little focus, got the little focus. Everybody's happy with it. Okay, so you can kind of see that's how it sticks down, because you can't go upwards with it, because then it would be too close to your lens. But on the DSMC 2 here, when I run and I run the same quick stand here, this one I actually put vertical, and this one will sit flat, and it has the right dimensions from the camera to the top. So you gain the ability to have the rods with the rods and the stand with a little wider stance on the quick plate. Hopefully that answers that for you. Yeah, we'll be able to focus. Yes, you will be able to. Yes. On either of those, if you mount that below, yes. If you use that, yes. I've used them both on Tachyna Vistas and Tachyna Zooms. That's the kind of use I've received my camera from my friend, and he wasn't using, so it was so appreciated that yeah, I mean, pay it forward kind of thing. I've had people be exceptionally generous to me over the years, supporting me, and I try to give back as much as I can. I'm not going to use it all, and I'm better to put it in someone's hands who can. Hold on. Wow, don't know how to drink. I don't want riser. That's why I'm considering K-plate. Yeah, okay. So then definitely the K-plate. And I can just take this. Let me just take this off here. I'll show you. It sounds like I'm killing a hamster. Take this, and this, and this goes over here. Okay, so let me turn off your comment there. So this is the K-plate right here, and you can see the drop down that it has. It has considerable drop down, and the additions will go kind of right here. You kind of get the feel for what's going to happen. See? And it's designed really for Kimoto and like V-Raptor, all of those. Then you get a good wide stance. It works like a champ, and it's a little longer. This is only mounted with one screw temporarily because I was in a hurry, but yeah, you can mount. It's got recessed well in there, and it's not very heavy. I mean, the camera weighs way more than this does. But now that I'm on this lens, now I can go right up close and get the doggo. Let's just do a remote doggo cam. Oh, Rex, what's up? What's up, buddy? You got that tail wagging. Yeah, it's a good buddy. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, he likes it. He's a happy puppy. I know. You're waiting for mom to come save you. I know. Okay, how's my focus? So right about there. Let's see how I did. Just remembering where my focus is. I'm really off because I'm not zoomed in. Wow, you can look at that beautiful view. Okay. It's 500 gers. I'm assuming grams. Grams? Yeah. Is there a setup that you could take with you for travel, not for client work? What would you bring and why? Depends on the travel that I'm doing. If it's just like personal travel, just personal, then I probably would grab probably the A7 IV. If any of it is going to be used professionally or commercially, then I grab Kimoto for quick and travel cam. That blue moto, I know it's awesome. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, I thought you sold your dragon. I'm planning on it. I haven't sold it yet. There's a couple of reasons, but yeah, it's going to be for sale. It is going to be. And I notice the prices are dropping too. It's uh, it's not good. But there's one feature on Kimoto I need, and I can't give up the dragon until that exists. And Jared knows, and he's like, Scott, because it takes a lot of work for them to do that, and it's not something that everybody in the world wants. So I get it. I feel it. It's everything's about what serves the community the best. My buddy Kai is laying next to me in the same, just lounging, just enjoying the day. Thank you. Yep. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Yeah, I think it's a good time to end it. Everybody good? Oh, she's not even home yet. Wow. Oh, yes, she is. Oh, that was a sneaky one. Wedding on Kimoto with a Ninja for backup, maybe low light would be so I've shot Kimoto at 3200 and did some denoising and resolve and was very happy with it. The other thing to think about is that when you're taking 6K down to like 4K or 2K, depending on the wedding, there's a lot of extra sensor information there that will automatically denoise, basically when you downsample it. So I was not displeased with. I say regularly you can shoot Kimoto to 2000, but you can get away with it at 3200. So it's kind of nice. Where I would really like it on a wedding would be the fact that it's raw and all the mixed lighting that every freaking wedding venue never understands. You don't mix color temperature lighting. They don't understand it. That would come in really handy because you could just, as you swing around over here and it's 4,000 degrees Kelvin, and it's 3,000, and look, we've got the nice 6,500 Kelvin. You're shooting the raw, so you can fix that real quick. That would be nice with Kimoto. Okay, tomorrow I'll do some tests at 3200 on Neat Video. Do you use Resolve? Resolve's denoiser is right up with Neat Video now. I mean, I've owned Neat for 4.5 years, 5 years now, 5 years. And Resolve is right there. So if you have Resolve, it works. It works really, really well. Let's see here. If you're heading to City Gear, I'll fly out Friday night. Let me know. I'll try to bring Rusher. Would Rusher go though? Rusher's like, I don't know. Rusher's like, I want to drive my simulator. I'm really thinking about it. I will know in the next 24 hours if I'm going or not. I'll put the word out. I'll put the vibe out. Yeah. One thing I like about the A7S III is the CS. I don't like that media. That media is price fixed and very expensive, and I don't like that. I like the CF Type B, the slightly bigger one. I like that one better than the other one. That's my opinion. That's what I like about Neat, is you can see the algorithm. It's true, but yeah, it depends if F1 is running that weekend exactly. Rusher, man, during 2020, he's like, I'm all into the racing sims, man. Because he would get on the Zoom calls with us, and he would participate for like 30 minutes, and then he would just kind of put the camera to the side, like up against his racing sim on mute. And you just see him. That's all he was doing. Rusher cracks me up. He's so laid back and chill. Just chill. Okay. I think we're going to call it. And clearly Cynthia is like, I'm not getting on there tonight. I'm not doing it. I'm not, because she's been home for 30 minutes and she ain't come out here to say hi. So she don't want to say hi. I get it. I get it. True story. It's so true. What I dislike about all the mirrorless and camcorders, you need to consider all the different codecs and resins. Instead, with Red, it is so nice. It is so nice, Luca. You're absolutely right. That's why Red is my primary camera. Always the one that I consider first, and if it doesn't fit, then I start looking at the next ones down. That's the way it works. Okay, so everyone have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. That is not in focus? Wow, where's this in focus at? Did I even try? Wow, who is this DP? Let's do this. There we go. Hey, look, here's the little mini computer I was going to do a review on, but never did. This is what drives the whole live stream. Well, you can see the set back up here. That's awesome. I was going to do this for the close-up going, you have a wonderful weekend, but it's not close. This is just as close. Everyone have a wonderful weekend. Hope you stay safe, have fun, relax, enjoy the weekend, find some beautiful things, be creative, have fun. Just use your eyeballs and your hearing. Your hearing can give you so much more creativity. Just enjoy it all. Have a fantastic evening. And as I always like to leave it, don't let your passions center around your life. Let your life center around your passions. And I mean it. I mean it. I do. Wow. Let me do that again.